Your music, particularly in the 70s, was deeply involved with political themes such as the Vietnam War and fight for civil rights. Do you think that nowadays young jazz musicians are less involved in civil and political struggles, and the reason?
No, I think young people everywhere are less involved than my generation. My generation, I think everybody, it was the whole world. It wasn't just one country. It was, and today it seems as if with the internet and movies and things, people have kind of lost their ways.
Okay. Your artistic partnership with McCoy is one of the artistically happiest and longest running of jazz music. How did you meet each other?
Well, I met him when he was working with Benny Ghost in the art farm in the Jazz Tet. That's when we met. And, I used to see him, and then we started playing together and loved playing together and have been playing together all these years. Still enjoy it. Yeah.
You were a member of Mingus Workshop. Then you worked with Miles Davis at the Live Evil recordings, and later on the so-called Cellar Door sessions. As everybody knows, they were strong persons in this group who had strong ideas about the direction of their music. What influence do they have on the way you lead your own bands?
Well, every band leader that I worked for, I learned something from. And, it's like a teacher. I think you can learn something. If a teacher can teach you one thing, they've done a good job. If they teach you more than one thing, they've done a fabulous job, And so, but with all of those great musicians, I learned many things, many things. And so I kept it in mind. And when I became a band leader, I try to emulate them.
Since the album Since the album I've Known Rivers, based on the poems of Langston Hughes, you were a pioneer of the interaction between music and poetry, or literature in general. Do you think that playing an improvised melody and writing a poem are part of the same creative mechanism, or you rather see them as two separate artistic forms who can sometimes meet?
Well, I'm not an improviser. I'm a composer. And so everything that I plan to play it. I've got a plan in mind and a direction that I'm going to follow, just as a poem or a poet or a writer would, If you're just talking off the top of your head, you know what you're going to say. You're not thinking about it or writing it down. I'm talking right now. You're asking me these questions. This is not an improvisation, me talking to you. I'm thinking as I'm talking, so it's the same thing when I'm playing a solo. I'm thinking as I solo, and I have things in mind that I want to do. I might play the song a different way each night. I'd say, okay, tonight I'm going to play it like this, but it's my plan, so it's not an improvisation. The only time I improvise is when I make a mistake. Then I have to improvise because I didn't plan on that.
Okay.